Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm just going to be showing you a quick marble gel X set. I'm going to start out lightly buffing my nail. I don't really need too much prep just because I've already prepped my nail for a previous video. So I'm just going to buff my nail to ensure that there's no leftover product from the last nail set. And then once I buff the nail, I'll go ahead and remove any of the dust with a little bit of alcohol. Now I'm going to be sizing my nail tips out. These are a medium almond sized gel tip. You just want to make sure when you're sizing your nail out that they fit sidewall to sidewall and that none of your natural nail is showing. Because this is going to be a temporary set, I'm going to be using the peel off method that requires cuticle oil and a little bit of top coat. So I'm going to be putting cuticle oil on my natural nail, and then once the cuticle oil is on, I'm going to rub it in my natural nail a little bit before adding the top coat, and then when I add the top coat, I'm just going to cure for 30 seconds. When adding the gel tips, I'm actually just going to be gluing these on normally. Because this is a temporary set, I don't need to put any primer or dehydrator on my natural nail. And as far as the tips, if this was a long-lasting set, then I would have normally put primer on it. But due to me using the peel off method and just a temporary set, I'm just going to go ahead and glue these on. When applying the glue, you just want to put a thin coat down, and then you're going to take the excess glue and wipe it at the edge of the nail. Just make sure that you have the right amount of glue, because if you do have too much gel and it overflows, it can get a little messy. And then you just want to make sure that you have enough glue, because if you don't have enough glue, the nail's not going to sit properly on your natural nail. So it takes a little bit of practice. Just find out what works best for your nail bed. And then you just want to flash cure the nail for about 10 to 15 seconds. And then you're just going to repeat this process until you have all your nails on. And then once you have all your nails on, you're going to put your full hand under the UV lamp for about 60 seconds. on to the design, so I'm just going to be taking this base coat color and I'm going to mix it with a little bit of top coat to kind of give me a jelly type of polish because I want to have a little bit of a see-through effect. So I'm just doing a DIY jelly polish formula. So just whatever kind of gel polish you have, whatever color you're going to use, and mix it with a little bit of top coat, and that should kind of give you a jelly polish effect. So I'm going to go ahead and make this base coat, and I'm going to put 2 coats of it on, curing for 30 seconds in between. Moving on to the marble design. So what I'm doing here is I'm just taking a little bit of white gel polish and I'm going to be putting down a little bit of top coat. So I'm going to add a few dots of the white gel to the top coat, and then I'm putting 3 dots down because essentially I'm trying to make 3 different shades of the white, so that way there's a little bit of dimension and contrast within the marble. So I'm going to put a little bit of the white gel polish in the first blob of top coat, and then from the first top coat I'm going to put a little bit of that into the second top coat, and then the second into the third, and then that way it'll give me 3 different shades of white. once all the colors are mixed, I'm just going to be adding a layer of blooming gel onto my first nail just to see if the colors work okay for my liking. So I'm going to put a thin coat of blooming gel down. Essentially what this does is just help the gel polish kind of spread out naturally. So when you do use the blooming gel, you just want to wait for like a few seconds and then you should be able to see the gel that you put down spread a little bit naturally. I'm going to do this to each nail, and when I'm applying the white, I'm just kind of gently putting it on my brush and lightly putting it on top of the blooming gel, not necessarily mixing the gel with the blooming gel, but just kind of lightly setting the gel polish on top of the blooming gel. So I did cure this nail for about 30 seconds, and I'm just adding a little bit more of the white liner gel just to give it a more in-depth marble look. So I'm going to go ahead and do this to each of the nails and then cure for 60 seconds. now that the marble portion is complete, I'm just going to be adding this pink jelly coat on top of the nail. That way it can kind of give um, like a crystal effect to the marble. And then I'm going to cure for 30 seconds. I'm going to be using this metal painting gel to outline my nail. This doesn't have to be perfect. You just want to make sure you don't use too much at once, and definitely be sure you mix the gel before you apply it. That way you can get the full effect of the color. So I'm just mixing this here, and then I'm just going to outline my nail with this metal painting gel. Again, just make sure it's not too thick, and it doesn't have to be perfect unless that's the look you're going for. But once I have everything set in place, I'm going to cure for about 60 seconds. And here is the final look. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching.